thousands of Jews were deported to the east. Trains departed daily. We didn't know for sure what happened to them, but the rumors we heard were terrible. Little did we know that the truth was so much worse. After a series of German victories, the Allies began to fight back. German cities were regularly attacked and destroyed by Allied bombers. In the winter of 1942, the Wehrmacht lost more than 300,000 soldiers at Stalingrad. The majority were killed, not just by bullets, but by cold and hunger too. The rest were captured. Many of us thought that the war was now over. But it wasn't over. Even though the Wehrmacht had been on retreat for 2 full years, the regime had not given up. On the contrary, the weaker they were, the more aggressive and ruthless they became.
Welcome back to the start of Chapter 4 Through the Darkest of Times. And yeah, as you saw there in the little intro, that we are moving towards the end of the war now. December 1944, we write the 5th year of the war, and Germany's losing. Our cities lie in ruins, the Wehrmacht is in retreat, but the regime has not yet been defeated. Weakened, it is now more aggressive than ever. Rumours of unspeakable atrocities reach us from the east. We lost most of our supporters, many died in combat or gave up. But we won't stop resisting, we mustn't. One final push and the horrors will be over. That's what we hope, at least. So I believe this is the final chapter of the game. Churchill supports Soviets. Battle of the Bulge begins. New military award, the Warschau Shield. On 18th December 1944. Oh, I'm so angry. I could just kill the bastard, said Paul Weinrad during our meeting. Are you alright? No, I'm not. My home was robbed while I was away. Did it take any money? No, and I almost wish they had. They took my coal. I can't heat my home this winter. My family's freezing. We need coal or the money to buy some. We'll give 10 or 50 marks. Thank you so much, says Paul. So we still have Paul injured, but we have everyone back out of jail from last time. And everyone back healthy again. Oh, we don't have any military medicine anymore. But we need to go and observe some army activities. Horse can go do that. Sebastian, go meet a friend. Roman, need to form a unionist. Oh dear. Okay, so Gustav can replace Sebastian. There's Sebastian contacting Priest, yeah. Social Democrat. Lovely. That is everyone assigned. We still have 5 supporters, we gained 2 marks, and Paul has recovered from his wounds, so we don't need medication after all. Horse visits a pub in Köpenick, where the soldiers of a nearby barracks spend a lot of their free time. Horse panics. Collects some valuable information about schedules and mood of the army. Gains no intel, but he has been seen. Sebastian meets with a priest. Gains the 1 supporter there. Roman meets the former unionist again. We gain a supporter. Gustav meets with a friend. 1 supporter and little morale gains as well, which is lovely to see. And Paul meets the Social Democrat. Well, who helps there? December 24th, 1944. And despite the fact that the world has been turned into a hellscape, it's still Christmas Eve. My neighbour Anne Manholt has asked me to join her for Christmas at their place. Bring some to drink. I decided to bring my last bottle of currant juice. The Manholts have had a tough year. Volker Manholt was killed in Stalingrad, leaving behind his wife and 2 kids. I knock at the door, Mrs. Manholt opens. Herr Wall, come in. Mr. and Mrs. Obster in the living room. I still need a moment in the kitchen. I hand her the bottle of currant juice. It's not much, but I brought you this. Thank you. This is perfect. The Obst, a friendly older couple who live on the first floor, are already there, whilst Elizabeth, the Manholt's daughter, decorates the tree. Merry Christmas to all of you too, I say. The Christmas tree is a short and skinny thing that's more brown than green and looks like it will collapse any moment under the weight of the decorations and candles Elizabeth has hung. Let's hope there won't be any air raid sirens tonight, says Mr. Obst. You never know. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present you roast meat a la Anne? Enters and puts steaming dish on the table. Elizabeth stops decorating and takes a seat at the table. This looks and smells delicious, thank you. Fake roast meat made from cabbage, porridge and thin slices of sausage. Those are the meaty bits, says Anne. I hope you'll enjoy it. I learned that the couple used to be humanities professors at the university, but both had been convinced to retire earlier than we'd hoped, as Mrs. Obst put it. After dinner, Elizabeth sings Christmas carols before she opens her presents. I have one for Klaus, says Elizabeth. Will you open it for him, Mama? I realise for the first time that Elizabeth's older brother isn't here. Where is your brother? I ask. He's a hero now. He's fighting in the Bolsheviks, says Elizabeth. Shut up, says her mother. Isn't he too young? 16. That's only recruitment age. He received a brief training and was immediately shipped off to Poland. I'm so sorry. Criminals, says Mrs. Obst. Bloody criminals sending children to fight a war. Will you be quiet now, Ortrude? You don't know what you're saying. You'll get us all arrested, said Mrs. Obst. I'm on your side. You are not wrong, but your husband has a point. You should be careful what you say to people these days. Oh, come on. We're all friends here. Are we not? Says Mrs. Obst. I want certain drinks, says Mrs. Manholt, and returns from the kitchen with cake. There's a knock at the door. Who is that? Are you expecting anyone, I ask. No, Elizabeth, can you open the door, please? 3 men enter the room. They're wearing Wehrmacht uniforms and silver chains around their necks signal they're with the military police. Kettenhund, chain dogs, I call them. Adolf Hitler, are you Anne Manholt, mother of Klaus Manholt? Yes, that's me, says Mrs. Manholt. Klaus here, or do you know where he is? Asked the officer. His 2 companions walk through the room and poke around every corner. Klaus is fighting at the front, says Anne. No, he's not. And that's why we're here. Are there any more rooms? One of his companions steps to the table. Who are you people? Neighbours. Show me your papers. Where is your husband, Mrs. Manholt? He died at Stalingrad. I tried to hand officer my passport, but he doesn't take it. Instead he looks at me and says, why are you not on the front? I'm on sick leave. I hand him my sick leave form, which one of our supporters keeps regularly updated for me. Takes the document. Does the trick with the normal police, but will it work with the military? Wait quietly for him to finish looking over. Fine, says and gives me the form back. Now your passport. Soldier checks my passport and hands it back to me. When he's done, he points out the candles on the Christmas tree and says, blow out those candles. We just want to have some Christmas lighting. Christmas lighting is banned this year, to great danger attracting enemy planes. But we close the curtains, says Elizabeth. It can't be seen from outside. Shush, Elizabeth, says Mrs. Manholt. It's also a waste of your critical resources. Blow them out or we'll have to find you. Fine, says Mrs. Manholt, who blows out the candles and takes them off the tree. The room is empty, says the officer, who had searched the other room. Your son contacts you. You must inform us immediately. Hiding or assisting a deserter will be punished severely. Heil Hitler. Oh, and Merry Christmas. I'm sure Klaus is safe. He's smart. He knows what he's doing, I say. Thank you, says Anne, with tears in her eyes. They won't ruin our Christmas, says Anne. Let's have cake. We daren't put the candles back on the tree, but we light one candle on the table and eat the cake Anne made from porridge and margarine. What a bunch of pigs, says Mrs. Obst, breaking in silence. Intruding into homes of good people, chasing children, prohibiting Christmas lights. Oh Germany, what has become of you? I've no idea where he is, says Anne. I can only hope he's safe. Wherever he is, says Mrs. Obst, he's safer there than at the front right now. All I've heard is that's a blood path. Wartrude, said Mr. Obst. What? It's true, is it not? I thank Anne and Elizabeth and say good night to the Obst before I go back to my apartment. My dreams, children dressed as soldiers fight at the front, chained dogs at Christmas trees. There's a knock at the door. The wall, open up, please, it's Anne. Mrs. Mannold is wearing a nightgown. A boy in a Wehrmacht uniform stands beside her. It's Klaus, the son, who's supposed to be fighting at the front right now. Can you help him, please? He can't stay with us. They will look there first. Come in, Klaus. You go back to your daughter. I'll take care of him. +1 morale, +4 supporters. Ethiopia now becomes independent from Great Britain. Successful resistance. Danish resistant fighters destroy German factory. And bombing in Cologne. Paul Aram shares his idea with us. I'm working in the hospital now, so I have the opportunity to provide us with medication. What do you think? Good chance we should use it. Is this who we've become? People who steal medicine from other people who desperately need it, from children and the elderly, said Sebastian Baumann. They are Nazi soldiers, said Paul. They were drafted, whether they wanted it or not, said Sebastian. Sick people need these drugs, we better not steal them. Mainly Nazis who get these medications. I can't say anything more about stealing from them, but if you tell me not to, I won't. Even if it means next time one of us is injured, we won't have any medicine to help you, says Paul. And that's opened up a lot. We contact the British Army, the Red Army. We can do that one, can we? No, we need a testimony for that. We can hide Klaus. We'll go and send a couple down there to do that. And we're going to risk a couple to get in touch with the British Army. Go and try that. 9 supporters gains us 3 marks. Also trying to contact Western allies via radio to gain new intel. Paul panics. We're going to enforce him. Successful. Our contact on the British side gives him some valuable information. Paul thinks he has been seen. We gain 3 intel, 2 morale for that one. Sebastian Baumann and Roman enemy Klaus at night take it to a hideout. Successfully hide the boy. -3 morale, no supporters this week. Bombardment. US planes attack bridges and train lines near Bonn. More SS members. We now have more than 1 million. And Hitler is still in good health and spirit. I find it's difficult to ask, but I need the help of the group, says Paul. Of course. We've run out of coal. Our apartment is freezing cold. My entire family's sick. I need some coal or money to buy some. We'll give them the money. He's been hidden now. I think that's probably going to be too much. Meet a friend, that can be Paul's job. Christian community, the Horst, who can upgrade his secrecy also. Talk to workers. We'll go for Roman. Buy paint can be Gustav. And we don't have money for anything else, so Sebastian can go there also. 9 supporters still, we gain 3 marks from them. Gustav goes and gets 2 tins of paint, thinks he has been seen. Roman goes and gets 8 supporters from there. Horst gets a further 6. And Paul with another 3 for us. -2 morale, plus 17 supporters. Big week for us there. That word. US planes attack retreating Wehrmacht at Remagen. Fight for Budapest. And free Poland. Paul Weinraber keeps falling asleep during our meeting. I ask him if he's tired and he responds, it's hard to sleep with so many strangers in my home. Who do you mean? You know about the latest bombing? It was a bad one. They destroyed an entire neighbourhood. Thousands were out of home. Some of them friends and relatives. I had to take some of them in. You're a generous soul. Won't be as generous next time. My uncle snores so loud they'll make the walls shake, he says with a smirk. And we're going to go and end this episode there. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. Until next time, stay safe, and that's the next one.